So Mohammed's up. What's up, Mohammed? Long time, buddy. He says, hey guys, what's the use case of buying MGYB YouTube video embeds? Is it just so the videos can get more organic views? Buy the embeds and the video will be ranked higher on YouTube. Well, it's an SEO signal, buying embeds, and you can still brute force stuff, with those SEO signals and embeds. And I've talked about this in the past, and I think some people misinterpreted what I was saying and said, but what I prefer to do is run an embed campaign at the same time that I'm running an engagement campaign, right? Because just like you still, don't get me wrong, guys, you still can just use flat out SEO signals and get results with videos. Like you can hammer them with links, you can hammer them with embeds, and that's all you do. But my point is if you take a video, then you get 10,000 embeds for a video, and the video has 36 views. That's clearly a signal that it's being that the embeds were done for SEO purposes. Is it going to hurt the video? No. At least I've never had an actual video penalized. I hear that some people have, but I've actually never had one penalized. But is it going to rank better? It very well could, with proper relevancy being embedded in the right places, done on an age network and that kind of stuff. It could still help. But I want it to be more natural, or to look or appear to be more natural. So whenever I do an embed campaign, first of all, I do a smaller embed campaign on videos, for example, and then I'll drive traffic in, like views. I'll increase the view count, and not with spam bots, guys. I buy YouTube ads, which means I'm buying real views from a real audience. Google knows they're real because they're real users, right? And Google's delivering my video as an ad to people, and they're gonna view it whether they like it or not. They're still it's going to register as a view from a targeted audience, a real audience. And so if I'm going to do a big embed blast on a video, then I'm at the same time, I'm going to buy views using Google ads for video, right? And so that way, then that's kind of a perfect storm. Now you've got now let's say you get 10,000 embeds, which I wouldn't start with that. I would start with something smaller, like, 5,000 embeds or 2,000 embeds. But then I would set up a video view campaign using in-stream ads, so that the user can't, if you use a video discovery ad, then somebody has to click on it in order for the view for the video to start, and that would register as a view. But with an in-stream ad, it's going to play in front of other videos. You guys are all familiar with in-stream ads, right? The pre-roll ads that play on YouTube. So people are going to be exposed to it, and it's going to count as a view regardless of whether they wanted to see it or not. So you can buy targeted views. So I would start with something like, especially if I'm going to do an embed campaign that's not on a drip schedule. Let's say I'm going to order 2,000 embeds, and it's going to be done in a week or 5 days or something like that. Then I might do a $10 a day video ad campaign, so that I can get a lot of, because views are cheap, guys. You can get views for 6 or 8 cents a view, and sometimes even a lot lower. So I would spend like $10 a day during that week that the embed campaign is being completed, so that I could get my view count up to thousands of views the same time that I'm getting thousands of embeds. Does that make sense? And that together is going to help the video to rank so much better. Well, first of all, on YouTube, yes. I don't find it hard to rank in YouTube, at least for most of the stuff that I'm targeting. Where I find it a lot more difficult to rank now for videos is in Google itself. But again, those same strategies will work for ranking in YouTube and ranking in Google as well. It just seems like for Google, you need to have more of those signals, which are, again, engagement signal, guys, are probably one of the biggest ranking factors, if not they are the biggest ranking factor for YouTube. And we know that because we've ranked videos on pure engagement signals without any manipulated SEO signals. In other words, no manufactured SEO signals. Whenever you have a lot of engagement to a video, there will be natural SEO signals that occur to the video, such as people will share it, comment it, like on it, share it via social media, link to it from sources. If it's if it's getting a shit ton of views, like real engagement, like viral type engagement, there will be some natural SEO signals that are going to accrue. But I'm talking about manufactured SEO signals. So I'll let some other people jump in on this, but as far as the YouTube video embeds, yes, that is an SEO signal that can help a video to rank both in YouTube and in Google. But I always recommend that you implement that the same time that you're also doing an engagement campaign. And Mohammed, I know that you're familiar with how to run YouTube ads because you've been in the mastermind. So anybody want to comment on that?
Yeah, here's the thing about YouTube. it's a 100% neural network. That means it's AI 24/7, right? There's really the human interaction that takes place is just they have human moderators going through and seeing any of the red flags that the neural networks put up. I haven't I haven't gone back and tested enough in YouTube to see if there's 2 or 3 separate neural networks that are active in YouTube, which mean 2 or 3 separate algorithms at play in YouTube. Now, I personally, I love it that it's a neural network, because that means that if you just overpower the math, if you can figure out the math and then overpower the math, then it doesn't matter how you're doing it. You're just overpowering the math. And so you can fake it. You can totally fake it with embeds, with embed runs. It just has to be done right. Fortunately, we have a data with multiple embed networks. They're aged with multiple embed networks. They're relevant. They're relevant. This is echoing. Somebody needs to mute.
It was Hernan. I got him.
All right. So he's built a network. We talked about this 3-4 years ago. We were talking about how to build it, how to set it up, how to link build to it so that it powers up. And so he's got millions of Web 2.0s and places where he can embed, and it's all relevant, and it's niche related. And then he knows exactly how to link build into it to push power along to your YouTube channel, to your YouTube video, to your playlist, wherever it is that you want to go. The packages were just added into MGYB.co so that people can take advantage, whether you want a Kickstarter package, whether you want the medium kit, or whether you want that nitro boost, where you just really want to boost it up.
Yeah.
Dedia knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then what that does is it delivers it in reverse. It pushes it so that you get the neural network to take notice, rather than getting visits into it to get the neural network to take notice. It's just 2 different ways of achieving the same purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you don't go buy YouTube views, because you should. You should get that mix in there of real people acting like real people, because Google is going to follow that person all the way through your all the way through to the final decision that that person makes, which is whether to buy or not, give you information or not, which is what you're really looking for. If at the end you're not set up properly to close that person in whatever way it is that you set the goal, then you're fucked anyway, because you're doing it wrong. If you're not gonna, if they end up on that page and nobody finishes the whatever it is that you've set for it, whether it's a contact list, whether it's click to call, whatever it is, then you're done anyway. And so you do both. You do both so that you send clear signals to whatever algorithms and neural networks are at work within YouTube.
Yeah. Also, I just, by the way, Mom, go into our SEO tutorials group, the free Facebook group, and take a look at the post that Dedia just recently posted about the embeds. And he was talking about just doing GMB embeds, but he's got, hard data there that shows the, how well the embeds do work. And I agree with Marco. You can do it one way or the other, which is what I was saying. You can still brute force an SEO, like with SEO signals, to get a video to rank. I just prefer to do a combination of both at the same time. And it seems to work really well. So you can do it both ways though.